You could have the most amazing, valuable business in the world, but if you don't know how to do digital marketing, none of your potential customers will even know that your business exists. In this video, I'll share some of the most important digital marketing tips that I've learned in grad school, and I'll be breaking them down so they're easy to understand, even if you're a beginner. Today, we'll go beyond the generic surface level tips, and we'll go a bit deeper, covering the strategic advice that you need to know to drive traffic and revenue to your business. Now, all digital marketing strategies aren't created equal, so I'll make sure to share some tailored advice for your specific industry. So whether you're selling physical or digital products, or even if you're a service provider, I'll share exactly what you need to know to grow your business. As a busy entrepreneur myself, I know that your time is precious, so I'm dropping the timestamps in the description box below in case there's a specific thing you need help with, so feel free to jump to that part of the video. But if you're a complete beginner looking for actionable, tangible advice, I highly recommend taking notes and watching this video all the way through to the end. All right, let's get into it. So what even is digital marketing in the first place? So digital marketing is a practice of marketing or advertising your business, specifically through digital channels. So this could look like anything from posting an ad on Facebook to running an Instagram account for your business, sending text messages or email newsletters to your customers, or even working with influencers to promote your product or service. Nowadays, the first place we go to when we're looking to buy something is the internet. That's why no matter what kind of business you have, a solid digital marketing strategy is going to be your key to success. But there's a few things you need to do in order to build the foundation of your digital marketing strategy before you rush into creating an Instagram or a Pinterest for your business. So first and foremost, you need to pick your target customer. Your target customer is the exact person that you're selling your product or service to. Now, notice that I said exact person. When you're picking your target customer, you don't want to cast a wide net. I see a lot of beginner entrepreneurs making this mistake. When I ask them who their products or services are made for, they say, well, they'd be great for anyone. But you're not a politician, you're a business owner. And the most successful small businesses that are ultimately able to scale and grow, they're not designed like political campaigns that appeal to the general public. They're almost built more like a profile on a dating app. So your digital marketing style should be designed to attract customers that are going to be the perfect match for life, not for just anyone who might swipe right for a good time. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, you should focus all of your energy and attention on finding the perfect customers who are going to love your business and who you will really connect with and genuinely enjoy serving. So how do you actually know who your target customer is? This really comes down to being able to answer the fundamental question of every business, which is what specific problem is your business helping your customers solve? Maybe you're selling affordable athletic wear that helps moms look good and feel good on a budget. Maybe you're a digital product seller and you're offering customizable invitations that help brides curate their dream wedding. Or maybe you're a local hairstylist or barber and you specialize in helping men or women achieve a specific look or specific style. Whatever type of business you have, if you want your digital marketing strategy to be successful and actually result in sales, you've got to be able to clearly define exactly what problem your business is solving for your customers. This will help you go beyond just defining your target customer so you can actually understand your target customer. So if you're taking notes as you're following along with this video, now would be a really good time to pause and jot down a few things about your target customer. So first, you can name the problem you're helping your customer solve, and then you can write down some specific characteristics about your customer. And when you're just starting out, again, I want you to be specific. So how old is your customer? Don't write down an age range. Instead, write down exactly how old your most ideal customer would be. What's your customer's gender? Does your specific customer fall into a certain ethnic or racial group? Do they have a certain political affiliation? Are they a parent? Do they have pets? What sort of hobbies do they have? What sort of job do they have? And what's their salary like? Of course, the details about the actual customers that you have will end up deviating slightly from this really specific profile you're building. But building this initial profile will help you humanize your customers, understand them better, and ultimately be able to reach them better. It's not until we have our target customer defined that we can figure out where and how to actually reach them. Now, your mind is probably already going to social media, and social media marketing is a huge part of digital marketing, and we're definitely going to talk about that in this video. But before you jump ahead and try to curate the most aesthetically pleasing Instagram feed, there's actually a foundational piece of your digital marketing strategy that you need to establish, and that's your email list. When I first launched my business, even though I knew about the importance of email marketing, I was still a brand new entrepreneur, so I didn't know exactly what tools I should be using. I've actually partnered with OmniSend for this video, which is a great tool for automating and growing your email list. Email marketing is make or break for your business because you don't actually own your social media profiles. That means no matter how much work you put into planning and curating the perfect social media posts, you don't actually have much control over how many people see your content or if that social media platform is actually showing your content to your followers, but you do own your email list. That means no matter what happens to your Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, or whatever social media account you're using to promote promote your brand. With an email list, you'll still have a direct line to your audience. Every time your posts or ads get seen by a customer, if you're not funneling that customer or directing them into an email list, there's a chance that you're losing that customer forever. But if you add that customer to your email list, you get to build a consistent relationship with this customer, one where you call the shots and you don't have to rely on an algorithm. There's a widely known rule in the marketing world, which is called the rule of 7. And the rule of 7 states that on average, a customer is going to have to interact with your brand at least 7 times before they build the foundational trust and recognition required to actually make a purchase. If you're relying only on social media marketing and not actually capturing your customers, it's going to take a lot longer to get your brand in front of them 7 times than it'll take when you're able to speak directly to your customers with an email list. The way I look at email marketing for my own business is that it's almost like a form of insurance for my digital marketing strategy. The chances of me posting something on social media and then getting a direct sale might not always be super high, but getting my products in front of my ideal customers and adding them to an email list, that actually gives me a shot of building a relationship with my customers, increasing the number of interactions they have with my business, and that's going to increase my chances of not only getting a sale in the short term, but building a loyal, recurring customer relationship. And email marketing does not have to be complicated or time-consuming. OmniSend makes it easy to send email newsletters that are automated, and you can even send SMS text messages directly to your customers. And if you're nervous about getting started with email marketing or not really sure where to begin, when you sign up for OmniSend, you'll actually get access to 24/7 support from their experts, and they can walk you through anything you need help with. One of the things that really sets OmniSend apart is how well it's built for e-commerce. It connects directly to platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce, so you can create email automations that actually drive repeat sales from your online store. For example, the pet brand Dookie Air used OmniSend to automate their email marketing, and they saw their revenue grow by over 525%. They used features like automated welcome series, cart recovery flows, and personalized product recommendations to re-engage customers and boost average order value. So whether you're selling physical products or digital products, OmniSend gives you everything you need to build real data-driven relationships that turn browsers into loyal customers. I'll drop a link to sign up in the description box below this video so you can get started, and make sure you use code Tatiana at checkout for a 30% off discount when you sign up. All right, now you've got the fundamentals down. You know your target customer, you know what problem you're helping them solve, and you know how to ensure and strengthen your digital marketing strategy with an email list. So now let's talk about social media marketing. No matter what sort of business you've got, your social media presence is important, but depending on your industry, your social media marketing strategy is going to look a bit different. When you're just getting started, your main goal here is just going to be to build brand awareness, which really means getting in front of your target customers and showing them exactly who you are and what you offer. But how you do this is really going to be determined by who your customers are. Different types of customers hang out on different social media sites. If your target customer is Gen Z, you probably want to make sure that you focus on having a TikTok presence. If you want your products to be seen by millennials, then you might want to emphasize your presence on Instagram. And if you're targeting Gen X or Boomer customers, Facebook is really going to be your game. Don't waste time building every kind of social media profile for your business. When you're just starting out, really focus on exactly where your target demographic is and curate an intentional presence there. Now, building a social media presence is really just one way to get eyes on your products or services. But when it comes to maximizing your reach with digital marketing, SEO is king. SEO is actually an acronym that stands for Search Engine Optimization. It might sound complicated, but it's really simple. Search engine optimization is the practice of optimizing your online content. That way, search engines like Pinterest, Google, and YouTube are more likely to recommend your products and services to customers. Achieving this can definitely be a challenge for new entrepreneurs, but it's really straightforward if you know your target customer. If you want your business to pop up on the first page of Google, for example, you need to know exactly what your customers are typing in to find businesses like yours. And that goes back to knowing exactly what problem you're solving for your customers. Getting started with utilizing SEO can be as simple as heading over to Google and typing in something you think your customer would be searching for. Then, before you even complete your search, take note of the recommended search queries that pop up under the search you've entered. You want to integrate these phrases that you find into not only your actual product listings, but also into your social media posts. And if you've got a blog to promote your products, you can integrate these phrases into your blog posts as well. SEO is crucial for any business, but without it, certain types of businesses don't even have a chance of getting customers. If you're a Shopify seller, you are 100% responsible responsible for bringing people to your site. That means your search engine optimization strategy and your social media marketing strategy are crucial. And because you have to do so much legwork to get product visibility, you really want to lead with your email marketing campaign. That way you can retain the audience that you get your products in front of. The last thing you want to do is spend time learning SEO or spend money on ads or paying influencers to promote your products for your audience to just see the posts or advertisements one time and then completely forget about your brand. This same concept applies to entrepreneurs who have a brick and mortar business and entrepreneurs who are providing a local service. So if you've got a restaurant or a doggy daycare service, or if you're running a service-based business like car detailing or something in the local beauty or health and wellness industry, you want to make sure that as soon as you get eyes on your business, you capture those leads and follow up with your customers so you can build your relationship and make sure that when the time comes for them to make a purchase, that your business is front of mind for them. Now, if you're an entrepreneur who sells on a marketplace, so this could be selling digital or physical products somewhere like Etsy or Amazon, the marketplace you post on is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to pushing your products out to the first page of Google. Now, this doesn't mean that SEO doesn't matter at all. It definitely still matters a lot, but you won't have to rely as much on social media marketing or paying for external ads in order to get maximum visibility on your business. Because you're posting your products on a marketplace, which is somewhere where customers come directly to browse and look for products like yours, you've already got access to a huge audience. You've just got to make sure that you optimize your product listings. That way the marketplace is showing your products to the right customers. Now, the downside of posting on a marketplace is that all of your competitors are posting there as well. So when your customer searches for a product like yours, all of your competitors' products are popping up as well. So in order to maximize my own chances of turning a one-time customer into a loyal customer, I always include a freebie in all of my digital product downloads. So when my customers make a purchase, in order to get their related freebie, I ask them to sign up for my email list. And this freebie can be super simple. It just needs to be something related to your business. So if you're selling digital cookbooks, your freebie could be 5-10-minute recipes. Or if you're selling workout clothes, your freebie could be a 30-minute workout routine. Or if you're selling customizable wedding templates, your freebie could be a quick wedding checklist. Anything that provides your specific ideal customer with value. That way you can capture their emails, add them to your email list, and secure a long-time loyal customer. Everything I've shared with you in this video, from figuring out exactly who your customers are, to getting your brand in front of those customers, retaining your customers with an email list, and utilizing that email list to secure consistent sales, those are all different parts of a widely known marketing concept called the funnel. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You're directing your customers from finding out about you in the first place and giving them everything they need to know in order to lead them to make a purchase. If you need me to break down step by step exactly how to build your marketing funnel, let me know in the comments. I might turn this into a series and create a free digital marketing playlist on my channel. So if you've got any specific questions about your particular industry or about any of the tips that I mentioned in this video, whether it's search engine optimization or specific marketing strategies for different social media sites, drop a comment so that way I can answer your questions in future videos. And if you want to learn more about digital marketing and growing your online presence, you can stick around for the video that's going to pop up at the end of this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.